We have a lot planned here on Tomorrowtown for 2026. We're working on finishing Season 1 of The Battle That Changed Everything, all about the battle for Hue and the Vietnam War. And we're also getting ready for Season 2. Much more to come on that. Stay tuned. But today, a preview of sorts for a conversation that I will release later this month. This conversation is with Vietnam War veteran Richard Merriman, who was fighting in the war when the Tet Offensive started. This is Richard.
First time I went out on patrol, our captain got shot right in the chest here. I mean, it just missed his heart. And I said, holy smokes. I said, this is real stuff.
Today on the show, a few moments of my conversation with Vietnam War Marine Richard Merriman. My name is Josh Roe, and this is Tomorrowtown, Tennessee. First of all, just thank you for talking to me and telling me part of your story.
Yeah. Okay.
Have you ever told your story publicly like this before?
No, sir, I hadn't.
Yeah. How do you feel about that right now?
Well, at first I was kind of nervous about it, and I thought, there ain't nothing to be nervous about. Just answer your questions.
So many of you guys came home and didn't talk about it. So a lot of this history never got...
I don't talk about everything, but there are some things I can talk about.
You were in Contian when Tet hit.
When Tet hit. And it was pretty rough, but not quite like Quezon.
Right.
Quezon.
But you weren't far from Quezon. You were kind of in the same...
No, we was pretty close, yeah.
Same part of the country for sure.
Oh, yeah. We was up on a hill.
Oh, okay.
Not way up, but you was kind of above a lot of stuff.
I got you. I got you.
But we was about a mile from DMZ. In fact, we used to go into North Vietnam, but we wasn't supposed to tell anybody.
Out on patrols?
On patrol, yeah. Because he'd tell us, don't say where you is at. So, because we wasn't allowed to be in North Vietnam,
Tell me about that. Tell me about those patrols. How did that go?
Well, we'd go on patrol, we had to go across the river there. And we run in, sometimes we have run into combat over there. Since you went over there, just crossed there, once you got within 200 or 300 feet inside it, you're going to come up on somebody sooner or later, because they camp out right there. And then they'll come across the river and set up and shoot at you and all kind of stuff, Got pretty hectic, you know what I mean?
Tell me about, like you said, pretty hectic, and now you guys got shelled pretty good. Tell me just kind of...
Oh, we got shelled every day. That's them 3.5 rockets they'd shoot at us. Of course, we had bunkers, that we lived in. But if one hit you direct, it would probably, you'd be in heap of trouble.
Tell me about the first time you realized you were in combat. Like it wasn't training anymore, and these are live rounds, and this is real. When did that happen? When
I was still down near the Nang out there. First time I went out on patrol, our captain got shot right in the chest here. It just missed his heart. And I said, holy smokes. I said, this is real stuff. And I got scared, But I just, my sergeant, whom over our squad. He said, Richard, don't just keep cool, stay low. He said, don't get up until we have to move. And then when they do, he said, keep your body low, and and stuff like that. He really was a good help to me, because when he done got, I was right beside him 4 times when he got hit and got shot.
You were beside your captain when he got shot?
No,
your sergeant?
My sergeant, yes.
Oh my gosh. He got shot how many times?
He got shot 4 times. And I was as close as that arm thing right there to him. And I never got hit. But he in fact, one time we was going to get a hot meal, and they brought the truck and everything and had it ready, and they called me and Darlin's name. His name was Dan Darlin. He was from Boston. And I couldn't understand him half the time, and he couldn't understand me. He was funny, but we turned out to be real good friends, and he helped me a lot, because I had to carry the machine gun, after he left.
So you were carrying an M60?
M60, yes.
Was your MOS a mortarman?
Yeah.
So did you...
But when I got there, they said, we need 2 machine gunners, you and you. So that's how I ended up being a machine gunner. And I didn't know nothing. I've shot them during practice, during ITR, but I mean, that wasn't nothing, so that's how I done it. But I got good at it, because he taught me good.
Normally they give that to the big guys because it's heavy. You're not the biggest guy.
No. But anyway, I forgot what I was...
Your hot meal.
Yeah, hot meal.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I got you off track.
Yeah. Anyway, we was called up, to go and get a hot meal. So we got up and went towards where they were at. And it went by the underground hospital. And we got incoming rounds. And it picked me and him up and throwed us back to the end of that cabinet right there. Just throwed us forward. So we got back up and run towards the hospital, and they put big mounds in front of the doors that don't have doors, but the opening. So we climbed and slid down it. And when we got in there, there's 2 big old German shepherds sitting there going, argh. So me and him turned around and went back up over the hump and went back to our hose. We didn't get no hot meal. We said, hey, we've had enough of this. So we ran back, and then he said, I went to his foxhole first, And we were sitting there and we were just talking, because we was kind of shook up. And he said, man, Richard, my legs are burning. And he pulled his pants down, and he got hit. A lot of shrapnel in his legs. And he said, where's yours at? And I said, I ain't got none. And he went, you don't have any? I said, no. I mean, we used to laugh about this. Because so he said, Richard, you're a jinx to me. You want to stay away from me.
We'll have much more with Vietnam War Marine Richard Merriman next time on Tomorrowtown, Tennessee. This podcast is a production of News Channel 9, Fox Chattanooga, and Sinclair Broadcast Group Chattanooga. I hope you join me again real soon.